Now that's original.
Hello and welcome back to Original Thursday. Today I'm going to share with you a song that I wrote when I was 18 years old, and I had forgotten all about this song until I stumbled upon a written copy of it the other day, which is really unusual because most of my songs I never wrote them down. Almost never did I write down the lyrics, but for some reason I wrote these down and I happened to find them, and as soon as I saw them I was like, oh yeah, I remember that song. And even though I had forgotten about the song, I remember a small way that Pat helped me improve part of the song. So after I sing it for you, I'll share that with you, and I'll even show you the lyric sheet that I found. And there's a couple of things about that lyric sheet that really cracked me up. I don't know if you'll find them kind of funny, but I sure did. And I went ahead and recorded kind of a ghost track on the piano back here. Let me turn the piano on so that I would have some rhythm kind of backing me as I play it on guitar and sing it. And I started it kind of an odd way. I don't even know what I was thinking as far as the piano, so I may kind of have to let that little run or whatever you want to call it finish, and then kind of come in on guitar, and hopefully I can stay in time with it. I didn't use a metronome, so it probably varies a little bit, but I should be able to just kind of vary with it. As far as trigger warnings go, I guess I'll say that this is a sad song, but it's not all that sad because I would say it's kind of sad in a hyperbolic way, like most traditional or classic country songs, love songs. Let me find the track. Okay, that took me a minute there to find the track that I'd recorded on the piano, but I'll start it playing now, and I'll sing this song for you. It's called Sad Song Playin', and it's in the key of C major. There's a sad song playing in my mind, keeping time with the beat of my heart. And I know I won't let go, no matter how long we are apart. Teardrops fall like rain. All I've got is a heart full of pain, but my love for you is strong and true, and I know that it will always remain. and I know that it will always remain. There's a sad song playing in my mind. Okay, so I'm going to try to show you what I found the other day. This is an old folder that I found in my room, one of my rooms here in my house. I had to clean it out because there was a gentleman coming to work on the mini split, and I just needed to get everything out of his way there. And I found this folder along with a big manila envelope that had a bunch of receipts and things showing work that I'd had done on my car and parts that I'd bought and everything. Was keeping those in case I ever sold the car, you know, I could show to folks or prove to the buyer that certain things had been done on the car. But if you were a kid of the 80s or 90s, you probably remember Trapper Keepers. And I recognize this folder was a folder that I had in my Trapper Keeper, believe it or not, when I was in 9th grade. I still have that Trapper Keeper. It has baseball cards in it now. But I opened the folder expecting to see more stuff about the Camaro, but instead there was some stuff in here about songs that I had written. And we won't go through it all, but right here is the song that I just sang for you. There's a sad song playing, and then in parentheses I wrote, in my mind. And it's very unusual that I would write down the lyrics to my song. Even more unusual is I put the date on here that I wrote the song. And a couple of things on here that really cracked me up. I wrote down the time. That is really funny to me. Between 4:30 and 6 o'clock. That's pretty funny. It's a wonder I didn't write down, what I had for supper that night or something. I even wrote down the chords and where those chords change. So that's really funny that I did that. Now, when I saw the lyrics, I immediately remembered the song, and I didn't have to try to remember the tune or go by these chords that are written here. They're all correct except in the B part down here. It doesn't show an E minor, and the second pass of this B part, I do go to an E minor and then to a G. But anyway, I found this, and that's why I chose to sing it this week. And another thing that cracks me up is this note that I put at the bottom. I should have been focusing my time on maybe writing a second verse or a second B part, but I wrote down here at the bottom a note claiming that this is the first time I ever wrote 2 songs of quality, that cracks me up, in one night. And it says the mate to this song is, and then it says my love for her lives on. And it cracks me up. I wrote here, my love for here lives on, rather than her. I'm sure that was supposed to be her. And that's an even more lame title. And I did not remember those songs or that song. That's the same song, I guess, by 2 different titles. But I found it in here in this folder, and it's pretty terrible. So I won't be singing that song or thinking about it, but it cracks me up that it says 2 songs of quality in one night. Now, it says somewhere in here, oh yeah, the mate, it says the mate to this one, meaning the mate to this sad song, is this other song, which, like I said, is not a good song at all. It's very, very weak and kind of sloppily written. But to me, if I were going to say this song had a mate to it, it sounds to me like it was written around the same time as, what is that song? I uploaded it maybe a couple months back, When I Hold You. And I'll put a link in the description below to that song, and see if you don't think that the chords and things like that, it just kind of sounds like the same genre, I guess I would say. They're not similar melodies, but to me, that sounds more like the mate to this song rather than this other thing that I'm claiming is kind of the mate. I mentioned in the first part of the video that Pap helped me improve this song, And I suspect that I did not write these lyrics down as I was writing the song, but maybe a few days later. And one reason I believe that is, oh no, I stand corrected. Okay, so this probably was written down right when I wrote the song, and here's how I can tell. Notice that the second line here, the first line says, there's a sad song playing in my mind. And then notice how the second line says, it keeps time. Now, here's what Pap helped me improve. Pap suggested that I change that to keeping time. There's a sad song playing in my mind, keeping time with the beat of my heart. And that was a great suggestion. He almost immediately made that suggestion when I played the song for him. And it just makes it flow so much better. Also, the word it is really not a musical word at all. It's a word that has no warmth to it, so it really doesn't belong in this song. So changing it to keeping time not only improves the flow, but it kind of gets rid of that pronoun it, which is not a good pronoun to have in a song like this. I saw Pat make this same sort of correction. Now, there's a grammar, not exactly rule, but maybe concept or precept called parallel structure. Pat may not have known that term, but that's really what he was suggesting here, or accomplishing, because you have this gerund here playing, and so to make it parallel or make it match, you should really say keeping here, not keeps and not kept, but make this one also a gerund. So that's the way I sang it just a little while ago. I saw Pap make the same kind of change in a song that Ira Louvin wrote. Ira Louvin wrote a song called I Love God's Way of Living, and Pap and Ray sang it for years. And the first verse, the way the Louvin brothers sang it, the way Ira wrote it, it started off, I was on the sea of death, drifting onward in distress. Pap changed that to sailing on the sea of death, drifting onward in distress. And Ira was a brilliant songwriter. He didn't need anyone to do any work on his songs, but I still thought that was a great change that Pap made. It did the same thing that he did with this song, which is smooth things up, create that parallel structure, but it even went farther because it helped complete the metaphor that Ira had established, which is a metaphor of sailing, on a sea and being lost. So instead of I was on the sea of death, Pap sang sailing on the sea of death. And it also created a little more alliteration because of sailing and sea, just made it more poetic all around. Anyway, that's a change that Pap made to one of Ira's songs and to one of my songs. So I can't feel, or he suggested rather, and then I made the change. So I can't feel too bad because if he would make a sort of an improvement there to the great Ira Louvin songs, one of the greatest songwriters of all time, then I wouldn't feel bad for him to suggest an improvement to mine. I'll put a link in the description below to maybe the Louvin brothers singing that song, and then to Corey and Katie, the Presley girls. They sing that song, and you'll notice that Katie sings it with Pap's change. She sings sailing on the sea of death. Anyway, I'm glad I stumbled upon this song. If you like the song, you're probably thinking, how could you forget it? If you didn't like it, you probably think, yeah, I can see how you forgot that song. But I do kind of like it, and even though I like it, unfortunately, I think I would have completely forgotten it and never sung it again had I not found this piece of paper, because that's been a long time ago, I might try to see if I can come up with another verse or kind of a B part to it, but I do like the melody, and I do like the lyrics that are here. It's a little sparse. There's not a lot to it, but I like it. So thanks for tuning in to Original Thursday. Next Tuesday, Lord willing, we'll do another old-timey song for you.
There's a sad song playing in my mind, keeping my love for you is strong and true, and I know that it will always remain. There's a sad song playing in my mind, keeping time with the beat of my heart, and I know I won't let go, no matter how long we are apart. Teardrops fall like rain. All I've got is a heart filled with pain. Still my love for you is strong and so true, and I know that it will always remain. There's a sad song playing